can't believe I'm muted on here. I'm removing this video.
Yeah, what the hell?
What the? Who to the? We are running a tight ship.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, guess what? We are live on the SideQuest, your weekly journey into the wonderful world.
Oh, the gun show is in town.
Of video games. Look at that. Yeah. Can't spell NRA without Wagner.
Yeah.
That's right.
I have lots of coffee in me. How are you beautiful people doing? Welcome to the SideQuest. Like I said, your weekly journey in the wonderful world of video games, where we talk about video games, video game culture, and other stuff. Hey, Drake.
You get a
Drake,
rare.
you like video games?
Yeah.
You
get a rare trio today. Look at this.
Yeah, the reverse Triforce right here.
That's right.
I'm Dolly Demofsky. You can find me at Blue Sky at dollydemofsky.com.
The Triforce of Courage.
The Triforce. This is JJ.
The Triforce of Wisdom.
The Triforce of Wisdom. You can find him at ~J. And this is Johnny over here.
The Triforce.
Triforce of Power.
Power. Yeah, you were sure.
I was going to make a goof, but I'm like, no, you know what? I'm going to be nice to Johnny.
The only reason we're like 2 minutes late is because we were talking about opening up Pokemon cards and Mario Wonder cards.
Yeah.
And then we lost track of time. So just to recap, JJ is going to potentially open up a pack of Pokemons, and I got a few here as well that I might open one up.
You have the excuse that you do have a kid.
A child? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just a grown-ass man that got an extra value meal, and why not toss on a Happy Meal on top of it?
True.
Do they smell like hamburgers? Does they smell like McDonald's?
Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, it smells a little like McDonald's. Yeah.
Is it lickable? Yeah. I haven't tried.
Tastes like the Switch cartridge.
Anyways, sorry, I had a little bit of indigestion there. SideQuesting, you can find us at sidequesting.com, at SideQuesting on Blue Sky, SideQuesting TV on YouTube and Twitch. And I'm saying that because I want you to get that stuff out ahead of time so you guys can comment, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I do want to give a shout out to our executives. Again, we have the awesome Patreon. Go to patreon.com/SideQuestingTV. Help us out. Help us cover the bills because it's gotten more expensive, and with these tariffs, it's going to get even more expensive. Our executives are Punkdefied, Punkdefied. Follow them. They are an awesome friend of mine. I have shared hotels with them because we end up getting stuck going to the Game Awards, and it's like, hey, you want to go? Yeah, sure. All right, let's grab a room, make it cheaper for us. So awesome dude. Definitely follow him. Tom Johnson is also an executive. Thank you, Tom, for being a wonderful human being wherever you are. Tom.
Not sending Secret Santa gifts.
Not sending Secret Santas. The joke is going to go on forever. And then we also want to thank our producers, which are Stefan Swanland, Zero the Prototype, Exogenous. Come on. Exogenous. Every time. I screw up every time. And Jeff Grubb. You can find and actually myself, I'm also a producer. You can find everybody in the Discord because that's where we like to hang out. In the Discord, that's where all the great people are. And
if you're start promoting it more.
Yeah.
Eating it out a little more often than we do.
Definitely. In the Discord, the really cool thing is obviously we have like the Patreon section, which has like a little bit of no holds barred fun stuff and some other things in there, some behind the scene things, stuff that we're working on. But I also want to, so right now you have a couple artists on this podcast. Me, who I only draw cards lately because it sucks, and I'll draw on like sticky notes. But Johnny does a lot of really cool stuff. In fact, he actually posted a really neat self-portrait today as you are trying to get that Disco Elysium feel, and it looked really cool. I thoroughly enjoyed the piece you put together, Johnny. So,
yeah, thank you. Awesome. My kid was like, draw daddy, and I was like, okay. So,
and then when you finish, child's like, no, the other daddy.
The other daddy. What?
And me, my art is the chaos, and my canvas is this podcast. So
There you go. There you go. But it is wonderful to chat with you, beautiful baby boys. I am the oldest one as usual, so I can call these guys the beautiful baby boys. There's a good chance you might see the three of us at PAX East. We're trying to make things happen, make things work. I have submitted our panel. I forgot the name of it, but I grabbed one of the names that I think you can.
Oh, it's going to be exciting when that gets revealed.
Be a lot of fun. And the interesting thing is we're going to try some things this year for the panel. So again, it's do I want to just kind of spoil well, we'll wait. Let's wait until we get it confirmed, because when we get the confirmation that the panel is confirmed, then we'll go ahead and spoil it. I will say the funny thing.
Let's be honest. The only people we'll be spoiling it for are people that aren't going to be there. So
that's true. That's true. I'm still trying to force half the folks that are in the Patreon to show up. But it was great. They sent me the personal email over the weekend with like, hey, we know you've done content for PAX East before. Definitely like submit your content for PAX East for this year because you are a regular. Like, okay, all right, you got me, twisted my arm. So we have a cool.
It's
cool
about time to it's about time to hit up Howl at the Moon again. Too.
Yes. We're gonna try to do our party again. Although every time I message them, they're like, "Yeah, you're still about 4 months out from when we start planning this stuff." So I'll keep emailing them for our annual party. We have kind of a couple cool names for that party too. So we'll see if we can settle on something. Anyways, let's talk Vidya Games. By the way, Drake is our special guest. No, just kidding. Did you guys watch the halftime show or remnants of it at some point?
Kind of the only part of the Super Bowl I watched.
Yeah. You know what's funny is, like my daughter was even telling me a lot of folks, even kids at her school, weren't watching it, and like I know a lot of people that weren't watching the Super Bowl were just not interested in it. Apparently, it was the most. The news just broke like 5 minutes ago. The most watched Super Bowl in history.
Wow.
Yeah. It's the thing is, American football has gone more worldwide than it's ever been.
I think so. Just because we didn't watch it here, yeah.
And like it's not like unless a Seattle team is in the game, I do not watch sports. That's it. That's like there's no like you will not.
And to be honest,
watching
Seattle teams have been out of the game for a long time.
Yeah, it's most of the time I don't even want to
really
watch.
Jokes.
So
let's get into a little bit of the gaming news of the week. There's not a lot. Everyone's kind of there is a couple of things. Everyone's kind of gearing up because there's supposedly a PlayStation showcase this week. Supposedly, that's the rumor. Supposedly a Nintendo Direct this week or next week, the rumors. And then also next week we have the we're gonna be midway through February in a second. Next week there is the only thing confirmed is the Xbox Indie Showcase during IGN's little fan fest thing. So there could be some stuff happening this week. Nintendo did kind of formally give the April 2nd like date and time and stuff. So this is actually when it's happening. So that's good. But there are a couple little things of news. I'll briefly mention. Do you guys hear of PSN? You know, PSN was down for a minute.
Oh yeah, that's like what 2006.
Yeah. Like yeah. So they gave they still haven't said what it was, but it was down for a little bit around 24 hours or so, and it prevented people from like even if you don't have a PSN account, like a lot of games, like even if you're just putting a physical game in, it has a lot of times has to check.
People it has a handshake.
It has that handshake. So a lot of folks couldn't get into stuff.
Folks that were like have the optional optical drive for their PlayStation.
That's right, because that has to check in.
You're right. On the internet and everything.
It's so weird. It's so weird.
The whole devices. I mean, the PlayStation Portal is absolutely useless during this downtime.
Yeah. I couldn't play it. There's nothing I can do with it. It was just a screen that I couldn't do anything with. Which is still, they've got to freaking fix this thing to make it at least a controller. Anywho, Take-Two, you guys have heard of Take-Two, 2K, and Rockstar Games. You guys have heard of
you heard of this?
They make a very popular game called table tennis. And table tennis was a great game. They've made a few other little games, but they're making a sequel to no, they're not. They're making
that was the one time Rockstar was ever at PAX. It was the show table.
Yes,
it was great.
Yep. No, actually, Rockstar was at PAX East showing off Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, that's right. There's that story.
That story. And
that's a story.
Johnny, did you hear this story, Johnny?
No, I never heard this.
Ryan Gann and I I got invited to see Red Dead Redemption. Like Rockstar had this huge booth set up, like a maze-like booth, just all this awesome stuff. So I go in there and they were doing appointments for press. So this is maybe like our second or third PAX. So we go in there and I'm looking at this game and I was already like, I wasn't late, but the queue to get through press was kind of messed up. So my thing started like 15 minutes late. And it wasn't a count of me. It was because like the people that were in front of us had already taken too long. So I'm playing the game and trying it out. I'm really enjoying what I'm playing. And then I turn to Ryan and I'm like, as I'm holding the controller, Ryan Gann was next to me. I'm like, what time is it? He's like, it's like 2:45. I'm like, oh shit, we got to get to our next appointment. So I've been playing this game for all of like 20 minutes, maybe at most 20 minutes. And I turned to the rep there, one of the developers. I'm like, hey, thanks, Rockstar. This is really great, but we've got to go see Alpha Protocol. So thank you very much. So I handed the controller, and I swear to God, this guy was like stone-faced white. He's like, you're leaving me for Alpha Protocol? And Ryan and I storm out. And
it was the right decision, to be honest.
When Sega calls, you answer.
That's right.
When Sega calls, I answer. Anywho, stupid Pinterest. Rockstar Take-Two, yeah. They're insisting we're definitely going to release Grand Theft Auto 6 this fall, guys. It's still on track
for my Fantasy Critic League.
That's true. Yeah, we got the SideQuesting Fantasy Critic, which you could have joined if you were the Patreon. Supposedly still coming out this fall. It's this autumn, which is probably October. Every game is. I think Battlefield, like EA, came out and said, "Yeah, we're being flexible with the timing."
I liked that
for the next Battlefield. Smart. It was actually smart. Like, hey, we know what's coming. We just want to make sure we have enough room after it because if they're in October, we're doing November. Yeah.
We may have an absurd level of hubris, but not that.
Yeah. We have a lot of EA wives right now that are okay. No, so. Yeah, supposedly Grand Theft Auto 6 is still tracking for this fall. I mean, do you guys think it's going to get delayed? How do you guys? I mean,
no, I think it's going to be right on time.
He's going to be right on time.
If they give out one more of these, it's still coming in the fall. Then
it's no longer. No, yeah. If they give out one more of these that is still coming, I'm going to say that it's probably not coming. It's gonna be one of those. No, don't trust us. No, really, it's showing up, and then you're gonna get we have to push it for the Xbox Prime or whatever.
Breaking news: Stefan just gifted me a game on Steam.
Is it Grand Theft Auto 6?
No, it was. It's Fly Night. It looks like first person RuneScape.
Oh, cool.
Well, breaking news: Stefan just gifted me a game on Steam.
Oh, really?
Breaking news: I did not get any gift from Stefan on Steam.
Mine is Deflection Chess with Lasers, and nice. It looks like one of those mirror puzzle games. Which
cool.
Yeah, all right, I'm all in. He knows what I like.
There's probably a reason that Stefan doesn't gift me games, and it's because I don't play any.
Yeah,
unless they're for review, I'm not going to be able to play anything. I just have way too many. Yeah, he knows. He's smart. Let's save your money.
Yeah, he's got his ear to the ground of what the side questing people do with their video games, and he says, "Well, Dally doesn't play video games."
Yeah,
so.
Yep. So, Grand Theft Auto 6 supposedly still coming this year, but what's definitely not coming this year? The Wonder Woman game. Ooh. Apparently, this has been rebooted several times and is years away. They just showed a flashy trailer. Yeah, where's my game, Steven? They just showed a flashy trailer, and that was it. That's all there was. To the point where, like, there's so much stuff happening at Warner Brothers. Apparently, like, one of the rumors is that they've got, this is the Arkham team that's kind of working. Rocksteady is working on this. That they're kind of saying, hey, why don't you guys do another Batman instead of why don't you push this aside a little bit and start working on that Batman?
So did they boot? What was it? Arcane that was working on this?
I don't even know who was working on it.
Because it was Arcane, but not the Arcane that they shut down. The other Arcane.
Sure. No, Monolith. I'm sorry, it was Monolith production.
Yeah. What was Arcane? Oh, Arcane was working on Blade. It's Blade.
That's right.
This is Monolith.
Yeah. So Monolith, and it's been rebooted. I mean, to be honest, the Monolith stuff is great because they did the Shadows of Mordor and Shadows of War and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's.
But yeah, it's just kind of a
fits to their style, but like this game's never coming out. Not with the way.
I don't think this game's done. Think so. Yeah. I think so too. I think this game is cooked. Yeah, it's kind of sad. What's that?
I'm not even convinced that the Batman game that's years out that Rocksteady is working on is even going to come out at this point. Like after back-to-back failures.
Yeah, for sure. There were two like not good Batman games. That Suicide Squad was technically a Batman game, which is crazy.
Gotham Knights was
just
below mediocre. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good. The VR game was the only good.
No, that's true. That wasn't them, was it?
No, that's Camouflage. They did the Iron Man game.
There you go.
The Iron Man game.
1 out of 3. So yeah, that's what. That's kind of what we're at there. So yeah, go ahead, Johnny. Cover up the camera so you can change your pants. At all that stuff. But we can maybe we'll find out a little bit of what's happening when E3 returns in 2026. Look at that, everybody. The ESA has announced iicon. Econ?
Because it's the WEE, WII, so it's econ.
But it's two different versions of the letter. Anywho, the ESA is hosting a mini conference. This is not E3. It's hosting a mini conference April 27th to the 30th in 2026. They're putting their mark out there a year ahead of time. Basically, it's for what they're calling thought leaders and it's more of a business B2B type of thing. Connecting visionaries and thought leaders and innovators. Again, more about keynotes and businesses. So there are a ton of these types of conferences everywhere. I get the emails all the time for like the VR conferences, for the Web3 conferences. Now the ESA is granted they're a bigger group, but they're kind of doing the same thing. They're just saying, hey, we're going to have this kind of short mini conference. Not going to be revealing games. It'll just be kind of talking about the state of the industry. But
this is a company or an organization that's gone, for the better part of decades being the lapdogs for the big major publishers of the developers of the world. Yep. When all of a sudden all that imploded in them, and the big guys turned their backs on them, like what are they supposed to do? And this is it. This is what they're gonna do.
This is what they're gonna do. They're gonna say, you know what? Forget you guys. We're just gonna.
It's actually a smart idea. With a third eye, so you could have fake E3 looking shit.
Yep.
Or Kurt Angle, intensity, integrity, intelligence.
Oh, I like that. Or a triple I level indie game. Right? Yeah. I'll get that. But hey, it's these happen. There's there's already GDC that happens, right? You got GDC that happens in March. Then you're gonna have this in April. Then you're gonna have Summer Game Fest this year. They're kind of starting something for like half a day or so to try something like this. Remember E3 way back E3 one of those last like couple years. Never forget that Jeff Keighley interviewed Elon on E3 when they did this kind of thing. And obviously Gamescom has the dev version, or Gamescom is all dev, but Gamescom does it, and then PAX Dev is like the 2 days before PAX West. So these things happen; they're all over the place. Keep them going, whatever. Let them let the industry talk to each other. I guess that's basically. It's not again not an E3 replacement. People are calling it E3 replacement. It ain't.
If there's one thing that we've learned, it's that all of these guys don't need an excuse. You give them any excuse to get together and drink in hotel lobbies, they'll take it. So
and that's basically the best part. What's interesting to me is the confirmed exhibitors. All right, so you got Amazon Games, Disney. There you go, Disney, EA, Epic, Microsoft, and Nintendo, and Sony, and Square Enix, Take-Two. So they do have kind of these are sort of the biggest.
But these are the guys that they represent. Like that's like as a company, as the ESA, these are the people that they
the last few people they represent, right? Because everybody else has been absorbed.
Hey, what like does Disney actually have like a studio? I thought they kind of shuttered everything.
They did shutter everything. So I'm guessing John Drake is going to be. See, hello,
it's just John Drake.
It's Hey John Drake
in a Fantasia baseball cap.
There you go. I mean, it's they do have a pretty strong IP and business, like a whole gaming group over there. Not necessarily straight developing, but so hey, we'll see what happens. Whatever, we'll see
Epic
if this
Mickey
shakes out to be anything.
Too. Thank you.
There you go. Yeah. And that's kind of it for the news. Like I said, it's a lighter week, which I'm okay with. We're all kind of waiting. Again, if anything happens this week, we'll go ahead and we'll start like talking about it, and maybe we'll do a couple quick little pods here and there. But there's that's it for now. That's okay. I'm okay with not a lot of stuff happening because it lets me game. Now, speaking of games, I'm gonna just really quickly hop in. I've been playing Switch. I've been playing Steam Deck. I've been RPGing. I've hopped into Xenoblade Chronicles 3 because I want to try to get enough of that under my belt before Chronicles X shows up. Because I'm really looking forward to that game. That was a definite surprise for me. And review games. I got review games I can't talk about until like I think midway this week is when all the embargoes break. So you'll hear about them on the next podcast. But and I'm sure we'll have other games in the next podcast. But we do have Johnny can talk about a game that he's been playing.
Who, me?
Who you? And it is so it's winter, right, guys? It's winter.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys ever gone skiing? Like, any guys that go skiing regularly or go?
Yeah, absolutely not.
Look,
I've never been either.
Skiing is the national sport in Michigan.
Which is what it kind of is. It's the international sport in Michigan because we're about to be part of Canada.
I've seen Crystal Mountain. Does that count?
There you go. Yeah. But no, I've drank Crystal Pepsi. No. So skiing is a popular sport, and there is a new skiing game that you've been taking a look at. That's Lonely Mountain Snow Riders. Lonely Mountain Snow Rangers. Yeah, tell us about Lonely Mountains Snow Riders.
So this game is it's pretty straightforward in what it is. It is a skiing game, and it feels really good to play. It's also very hard, for me anyway. But like what you can do in it is it's like a time attack game. It's just a racing game, really. And you can do time attack. You can race against other people. There's unlocks that you can have, and there's multiple routes throughout. I
don't know what the hell is happening. There you go.
Oh my god,
that's crazy. That's
not. Yeah, there's multiple. You can see on the trailer there that there's people going down different routes and everything. And there's also like different textures of snow. There's like deep snow and there's ice as well. That
sick.
That looks cool. Yeah, going across lakes.
It's a very good game if you like quirky racing games. It is.
Is this physics based?
It is kind of physics based. Okay. There's basically the controls are like this. You press a button to like go, and you like ski. You like do your little like
push off
stuff, and then you can press A to like duck, and that gets you speed. But also if you like hold down the go button while you jump, that makes you jump less far, shorter. And if you let go of that, you like fan out and you do like a ski jump type of thing. And you kind of have to know the courses. Basically, like this is sort of like you run these courses over and over and over again in order to like know them. And when you know them enough, then you're like really good at them and you can beat everybody else at it. But yeah, you can unlock different gear and different colors and everything for the stuff that you like take on the mountain with you, and there's different stats that it affects and all this other stuff. But
is it like an open world style game, or
no, it's not an open world.
I played the original's Lonely Mountains. It was bicycles.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right,
so,
yeah.
but this looks like the physics would be not comparable in any way.
Yeah, you can see him tucking and stuff there.
Cool.
Yeah.
And there's also two different control schemes. One is like relative to the skier. So like if you're this is what trips me up a lot, is like if you're skiing towards the screen, and if you have like a relative control scheme on, then if you press left, your skier will go left relative to them. So like they will on your screen.
Oh fuck, it's tank controls. Like old Resident Evil.
Can do that, but you can also have it so that it's relative to the screen. So so you can do either or. Personally, I think I like tank controls more, but it's hard to, I don't know. It's hard to know because I'm not very good at it.
It looks real. It looks like, I mean, it looks fun. It looks like just being able to kick up the powder and stuff. We're gonna be using my skiing terms.
It looks so much better than the bike one, than the original.
Sure.
Honestly, I think this would be a pretty good party game just for friends and stuff that are online, like to ski or whatever. I mean, even if you don't like to ski, but
it's got that whole Trials vibe.
Yeah, I love the fact that you can kind of stop and like just chat with your buddies there.
Yeah, it's very much a Trials vibe type of thing.
Ah, okay.
But
it's all hanging out.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what mode this is because I didn't play this, whatever this is.
This multiplayer
it's like some sort of weird survival mode because he was reviving that guy.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like there's a point where you can just like stop and just like, hey, you want to take a little break and look at the scenery in the background type of thing?
Yeah.
Surprisingly good like biome going on. Like the skybox is surprisingly nice looking for
it's a really good looking game. And it works on the Steam Deck. And I don't know, it's
cool.
It's very good. I don't know if it will satisfy everyone because I kind of feel like it's what you're seeing is what you get, and it's not really too much more than what you see on the trailer. So there's not really a lot of like carrot and stick type of stuff. Like, and even if you do get unlocks, but it's like, it's like you see the polygon models there. It's not anything that you really want to.
A different square hat.
Yeah, it's not like you're getting like a Samus skin for Farah watch or whatever. But it is. I do feel like it's very good. Also, when you crash, and you will crash, when you crash, you go back to the previous checkpoint, and like then it's very quick about this too. So like you crash, you press A, and it takes you right back. And luckily, everyone else on the game is not as good as me either. So I'll be getting like 6th place out of 8, and feeling pretty good about that. But
this trailer just hates that part.
I think it's just that trailer. Yeah, I think it's just the trailer.
But yeah, it's cool. It's really awesome. The fun part about it is if you see like a path that might be viable, you just go ahead and take it, and it might be viable. Like
that's sweet.
Like a huge cliff. It's like, I'll go down this cliff, and it's like, oh, this is actually kind of a shortcut. Like,
nice. That's awesome.
But that's about it. What you see is what you get.
WYSIWYG.
Yeah.
WYSIWYG skiing. Very cool. Very cool. You playing anything else, Johnny, besides that? Any non-review stuff?
Yeah, I'm playing Metaphor ReFantazio.
Okay.
Trying to plink my way through that. I'm not very far in it, but so far it's pretty good. It's very Persona-esque. And I'm also playing, just to pass the time, I'm playing this game called Dragonsweeper.
I just heard about that.
It's a free game. It's on itch.io.
Okay.
And it's Minesweeper, but like up like at least 2 notches. Like
nice.
And this game is like, it has the Minesweeper stuff of like you click a square and there's like numbers and stuff that tells you what it tells you is it tells you the power level of the monsters that are around you. So yeah, go ahead and start playing it because it's really it's great. So what you do is you click on the blue orb here first. Whoa. And then it tells you the power level of all these monsters. And then you click on these monsters. Go ahead and click on the 3. Okay, so it takes 3 of your health away. And click on the 3 again. So it gives you 3 experience. Now, click on a bat. That's 2. Because you have 2 life left. And you're still alive. But click on the 2 again. And now you can level up. So click your guy. You're back at full health.
Oh, dope.
The object is to level up and level up to the amount of 13, and 13 health is what you need to destroy the dragon.
Okay, I gotta get the 13. So okay, I gotta get 13 health. Okay.
Right, and so you level up to that amount, and then don't click the 6. You only have 4, baby.
So I'll go to the 4.
There you go. 4. There you go, and now you can level up again.
There you go. Okay,
and
that's 6.
So it's very fun.
Okay, all right. I'm definitely digging this. Is the heart like a restored life type of thing?
Yes, and there are levels like you're on like level 3 or whatever right now.
Uh-huh.
There's not enough monster power to like level you up. So yeah, like you have to click the health scrolls. Now you got to find a health scroll, and that's tough to do. Sometimes you won't get it. And the 100, the 100s, whenever you see 100, there's a mine around there.
Oh.
So, yeah, so yeah.
Ooh.
It's really good. Read the book that's on the lower right, and you'll get enough information to figure it out, baby.
This is cool. I'm so in.
I've been
I saw a couple of
people
work and
trying to get the high score, but I can't get it yet. There's a finite top score that you can get, and I've only gotten it once, so.
I'm already freaking addicted to this. I better stop playing Dragonsweeper. Okay, Dragonsweeper it is. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I'm stopping. So you guys don't watch me play this. Not sweet. We got our first goatee of the year. First goatee. Sweet. JJ, what have you been playing, bud?
Just a little bit of everything. I started playing Mario and Luigi Brothership.
Okay, yeah, I got that.
It's fine. It's what you expect from one of these games.
Yeah.
I love the aesthetic of it. It's really like the art direction is kind of cool. Like everything has a gradient to it. It's kind of weird. It's got a cool. It's funny. It's the same charming Mario and Luigi RPG thing. When you sort of base things around boats, you kind of drag on at points.
Sure.
But so far so good. I'm not super deep into it, but I'm digging it. I'll definitely play through it. Playing a lot of Clone Hero.
Okay.
I love Rock Band, Guitar Hero, all that stuff, and I got the PDP Riftmaster, and there's 2 big versions of these. There's Clone Hero and there's Yarg, which is yet another rhythm game, is what Yarg stands for. Clone Hero copies Guitar Hero's aesthetic, and Yarg copies Rock Band's aesthetic. So depending on like depending on what like the look you like, especially the highways. Do you like the big round notes, or do you like these small rectangular notes and stuff? But I'm all in on Clone Hero. I like the Guitar Hero aesthetic a lot, and there's a huge community around these games, just constantly charting new songs all the time. crazy stuff. Like I just downloaded like Shinsuke Nakamura's theme
to play.
And
wrestler, yeah,
it plays really well. And look at you can download the entire. If there's a particular rhythm game that you like, you can easily get just that entire game. So, you like the Beatles rock band? Guess what you can get? But yeah, no, I love Clone Hero. But in the rhythm game thing, I did pick up Rift of the Necrodancer.
Ooh,
because that just dropped just kind of abruptly. Like that was a side questing editor's choice reward receiver 1 year. It just kind of dropped. I didn't know it was coming out, and it came out, and so I immediately picked it up, and it's great. My brain doesn't know how to comprehend it so well right now because it's a completely different type of rhythm game than you're kind of used to. It's like, 3-note highway, but like, you're fighting monsters. And like each monster has their own sort of thing. Like they're color coded. If it's blue, it takes 2 hits to move it, and it'll like shift. And if it's gold, it takes 3 hits, and and skeletons react differently than bats and slimes and stuff. And
ain't that just like a skeleton?
Yeah, those old. But yeah, it's got like you can just play the songs. It's got a story mode that you can play through that does some Rhythm Heaven-esque like mini games in between things, and it has mod support out the box, like Steam Workshop stuff. So like you can mod game songs into the game. It's cool. It's one of those things where if you liked Crypt of the Necromancer, you're not going to get the same game out of this. It doesn't. It's more just character based as opposed to like it's the same characters. The way the rhythm part is completely different. Like so, don't go in it expecting more of that. Cadence of Hyrule or whatever. It's a note highway rhythm game. So, but that's what I like. That's what JJ like.
JJ likey.
Yeah, that's what I want. That's what they gave me, and I am all in. I'm still in the process of playing it.
Do you guys remember that game? There was like an indie game that was like it was very Undertale-esque, but it had like a track.
Yeah, it was Everhood or something like that.
What it was. That's
yeah. What it was. There's a like Everhood 2 just came out or something. There's like a sequel that or is coming out. There's an Everhood 2. I know that. But yeah. I like that one. That one's a little more. The controls are a little more fussy and Everhood.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily a rhythm game per se.
Yeah. But yeah, everything else I've been playing, like I've picked up. I've started a fresh game playthrough of Link to the Past just because I want to play Link to the Past. I have that.
Link to the Past is fantastic. Yeah. It's like it's my gosh. It was my favorite Zelda until Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom.
And it was funny because it took me a bit because I'm like, do I want to play it on the Switch or do I want to play it on my 2DS? So it's a little more convenient to take with me to work or whatever.
It is great on the 2DS. It's great.
And that's where I ended up. I'm playing it on the 2DS. That's it. That's all I got.
Nice. Excellent. Yeah, I mean, that's basically it. We could open some cards.
Yeah.
I got my cards, baby.
I got my Rayquaza Pokemon.
I'm going to switch to JJ opening
up
some cards.
Oh, no. Too big. I'm too big. That's
for your own britches.
Yeah.
And yes, Exaggeramus, I totally was playing that game.
Yeah, we could tell.
Yeah, I'm playing it right now, too.
Yeah.
Look, I got some stickers. That's good. That is
hold up what you got there. Oh, look at that. It comes with stickers.
That is an odd Pikachu design. I don't know. There's something off about him. He's too round.
He kind of Pikachu, you know.
Yeah. and an Espeon head.
Ooh.
Well, because I think these posters that come in it They got,
that's right. You get stickers on the poster.
You got posters, so you got like some fellas here. Got Dragonite and Rayquaza, and on the back it has like you put the stickers that came in your sticker sheet.
Oh yeah.
He's missing a foot.
He's missing his feet. He's diabetic.
Jeez.
But I like so we got Dragonite and Pikachu. Dragonite with round Pikachu. Let's see what cards we get in this old Paxaroo here. We got Hatana.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah. We got that's this piece of shit, Jigglypuff.
Look at that little round dude.
Oh, one of my all-time favorites, Rayquaza.
Oh yeah, Rayquaza. You were just talking about Rayquaza.
And my foilie is a Miraidon foil.
Nice.
So from Scarlet and Violet would be the legendary from Violet. So cool. His main attack is lightning laser, which that's interesting concept. Huh. I don't like the foil aesthetic they do on the McDonald's ones, where it's just
really?
Like it's like Chinese bootleg foil.
That Miraidon is worth generally about $1.22.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, let's see. The most expensive is the Dragonite. It looks like that one's at about $3.82. I'm looking at this thanks to TCG Player.
Thank you, TCG Player, sponsored by TCG Player.
Sponsored by TCG Player. I'm sorry, Pikachu is the most expensive at $4.15.
Yeah.
So you get a Pikachu, you're all set. It covers the cost of the Happy Meal.
Next up on Dally's, should I open it or should I keep it sealed?
Yeah, I'm not gonna open it. Well, I
watch that all the time.
If one of his videos comes into my field of vision, I'm putting it on.
Yeah. All right, I think that's it.
That's it,
friends. That's it. We did it. We knocked under an hour.
42 minutes. Wow.
Yeah, this is good timing. We can go finish watching some wrestling, or I can go play games and do some stuff, cleaning the house. I don't know.
I'm gonna play Dragonsweeper forever.
I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, now that I've kind of got it mastered. Mastered. Dudes, thank you so much. It's always a blast chatting with my friends. JJ, right there. You can find him at Blue Sky, where he's been way more active than on the other places, and his content is much better and cleaner. Just kidding, Johnny. Johnny, you can find him at Instagram. You can find him at Blue Sky. You can find him in the Discord. Check out. I've been really enjoying. One of the only reasons I go to Instagram is to look at your comics. And you had one. Which one was it? The one that I liked yesterday that I looked at you had posted. It was actually really, really funny. It was perfect. It was
the one that I'm on hold for.
Yes, the one you're on hold. Yes, I loved it. Loved it. That was fantastic. Check him out there. Be gentle, I'm stupid. And you can find me.
That's the name of the comic. That's not.
And it's me talking about myself as well. At Ty Domofsky over on Blue Sky. And again, sidequesting.com, sidequesting TV on YouTube and Twitch, sidequesting.com on Blue Sky. Hop into the Discord, subscribe. Thank you again, everybody in the Patreon. Thank you to the wonderful folks who are chatting and watching. And we'll see you on the next episode of
The SideQuest.
Quest.
Yeah, we'll workshop it. We'll figure it out.